We talk about confronting the legal and the health challenges that we man they face. And yesterday was International Men's Day. I mean, sadly, it was quietly observed, and not today we well, it is recognized, but for make our people and get the awareness that this is International Men's Day, it's kind of like quiet. So this day, I mean, we established in 1999 in Trinidad and Tobago, and from a guy, Jeremy Tulok Singh, where we established this day in memory of him. Papa will be die that particular following year, and of course on the 19th of November. So that's exactly now the way how this day come about. And for celebrate Mandem, I mean Mandem way you feel like they're supposed to be men. I mean people they always differentiate between papa and father or dad. I mean because of responsibility. But I just going concern whether for do like men are not talking, they're silent, whether it's because of biblical mandate or societal view. I mean it's very difficult for the man talk. I mean prefer for keeping silence and all. Last year, 2024, we look at the death rate in this country, over 10,000, some 100 people and die. 60 of that percentage, now man, I mean, we get to live up to 56%, I beg your pardon. Now man, we get to deal with up to 6 point something thousand people, or 6,000 some 100 people, I mean, die last year in this country, when a man. And you look at the rate at which man and kill themselves, it's another very alarming across the world. I mean, men are committing suicide. It's very alarming. So we can look at the legal aspects or waiting the law say about man and also the health condition of man, how man they treat the health. I mean, whether why man they refuse for open up for treat their health, go hospital, take care of themselves. So these are the conversation where we're about to get this morning, and our society or the world at large, whether it is being or don't put so much pressure per man there, or whether it's a biblical mandate because of the man always will be the head, or society seems to get that as a twist. So that's what we're going to discuss in the program this morning, and we'd expect to get a legal person in the studio for be part of the discussion. We expect to get Charlie Israel Williams, an Esquire, and of course a lawyer and a private legal practitioner, and also Dr. Samuel Kagbo, we now a medical doctor, for be part of the conversation. So let me join in the studio by Dr. Samuel Kagbo. Good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning.
So I mean, anybody wish you happy Men's Day yesterday?
Well, not really.
That'll be specific. Is it right? Person wish you or not?
Well, nobody know which, because, well, maybe not the timing and all, because yesterday it was really busy, so maybe, well, I see 1-2 message on my phone, so okay. Yeah, but not verbally.
All right, so we can talk about the reason why we feel like Monday actually they feel scared for go hospital nowadays. I mean, this is normal. I mean, for a man go and check their health, it's something very concerning. So, but first of all, let's look at the sickness there as doctor. We Monday, I mean, can get make we start from that side.
Okay, so Pokutem, Monday literally can shy away going to the hospital because for the most part, so if we look data, you know, you get more money. Even we look at the life expectancy of Mandem, now Salone compared to woman. You see, Mandem they die at a more, you know, younger rate than even women. So most of the time, most Mandem are liable to hypertension, diabetes, prostate cancer, and so many more. Because of how Mandem like they, well, I don't want to say ego, but for sure. Because and even with erectile
ego, or probably you want for shy from certain things like within society. Therefore.
Yes, well, I think it's kind of a societal norm. We don't make them so say money will be. You get so even if something they money you will prefer you put food on the table rather than going to the hospital. So another major one can be infertility. Yes. And most man them knock you and present then say na the woman and get the problem. But on most cases it can be the man them. Because until then you can get a low semen count, a low sperm count. But most of the time, man married woman, they're not born picking, not the woman. So this is not like a list of, I would say, of many way conditions that we man. You get boku on them. So make her just happy and that.
So how this don't they actually affect when I work in terms of when you look at the health status in the country or the health condition you want for, I mean, every doctor wants to get a healthy country or a healthy environment. I mean, how this don't they be, I mean, difficult so now?
It makes work much harder because for the most part, I think you get hospital not for just correct things, but also for prevent certain ailments. So you get most people that they present at a very late stage. So when the disease go down chronic by them, mostly for instance like liver issues them or pathologies them, or even the hypertension, it go down become a chronic hypertension, it don't begin affect other organs them. So they expect you at that point in time, you in a white coat for work magic. But if them be done like they come in for checks, like make them a habit, it makes work more easier. So I would say it make the work art. Because then you go get for do so many investigations where some of them not go even comply. As I say, most of them will they can hospital because me they cannot. So most of in the tertiary hospital, like it's a referral center. So most of them can come in with end stage problems. Then some people they
at some point manage. If they become early, if we don't be prevented.
For sure. If we don't be prevented,
so that is situation worse.
Yes, it makes it worse. Yeah.
Wow. So some people, well, in as much as we want to look at they shy away from certain things being out of the public. A lot of men get issues with confidentiality because of then go say woman where you come from medical business, woman is free for talk, I mean then more, but confidentiality, I mean, is this a key concern as well?
Yes, so part of ethics, you being a doctor, I think you see person, it tell you in problem because we not to magic man them because you get for tell me what thing that happened to you. Then we can able know how to go in terms of investigation and even coming up with a diagnosis. So you actually need for be open and tell me what happened. But as I say, confidentiality in the healthcare sector, yes, it's a code of conduct. It's something where every healthcare practitioner it's supposed to be, if anybody go against that day, it's not ideal. But for sure, I sure you say there can be confidentiality. So that
there is confidentiality because I mean, someone afraid. So maybe some doctor, nurse, I mean, look at this and say if man go to hospital, like I talk about fertility issues. I mean, that's kickback. Like this man is a one kind prominent man in society. It's easy and so quote and unquote in Egibele. I mean, all those mindsets. I mean, for men.
Yeah.
So he prefer a one for keep him quiet.
Yeah. So me not go encourage that because the first.
Yeah, that's of course we don't want to encourage that.
Yes. When you go to hospital and it always need for be consent. Like the doctor will always ask you. Like even because there is always a chaperone. That means to say, let's say if na man go, there might be a lady. We'll say or a lady nurse. You want for me them people are there, or you okay talking to me, or the people that maybe go counting with. Like okay if the or maybe the wife excuse we first make we talk. So then they always now a setting all that thing where hospital like get. So for the most part, if they not feel confident enough for, because as I say, we not so magic man there. You get for tell we waiting they happen before we come up with a solution. So if for be each and every man in responsibility, yes, for sure that kickback there in a sense. Imagine they get erectile dysfunction. That's on a normal, like, imagine sometimes even the doctor or Sabian, they can't. But there are several, and it's about who like doctor no get sole autonomy over everything. Why now waiting the doctor say or power another doctor they for see. There's other doctors who you might feel comfortable with and talk with. Yeah.
All right, so we'll go to the, I mean, we can down to some of the sickness that we man in the get. I mean, tell we how this they happen. Let's talk about the prostate cancer. I mean, let's start from that side first. I mean, how this they come about, how man they get and how this could be solved at the end of the day.
Okay, so the prostate, you know, we find prostate in woman them. A day per man them, and something where they around the erector. So the two way they pull piece now do. That's how in layman term. So you just get this small bulb around them, way around them. But with age, so most men can develop prostate cancer. One of the major risk factors are age. So when I make ideally by the time you get to 50, 60, you for the check them, because with age it enlarge, right? So most of the time it might not be cancer. But it can be benign. So nine are the benign prostatic hyperplasia.
Which one are the benign again?
So the
so therefore the big can for
yes, so the benign understand
clearly. Okay.
So the benign one, that means to say not to cancer. Like it just I will say it big. And where it enlarge, you know they make urine able to come more fine.
Okay.
But sometimes if you left arm, it can turn out to be cancer. We not go find where it can spread all around and even cost you life.
So is this a must that every man going to 60, I mean, for supposed to go
yes.
for the NHS company? It's compulsory.
Yes, it's a risk factor.
It's must, compulsory, mandatory.
Yes, for
okay.
sure. It's a risk factor. So I advise like every man approaching age 50, 60. Not just random. I mean, like a blood test you do. Okay. Just screen and see. If me post it on again, large get drugs, then we can take and
we can try for reduce some.
Yes, we can reduce some. Rather you wait, as I say, it's kind of a thing in especially in Salone where people only go to the hospital when they are very sick.
So in this it's natural that this they happen. It not gets for lead with because I know the norm. People then go say probably your sexual activity then plenty we will lead for such for happen and all anything in there. So is it natural or probably a thing that we can lead to the enlargement
as I say,
of?
One, it can be natural. There are other things that might cause it. Right. That one day where you say people there say, well, this amount of sexual activity and all, because the prostate and one gland where they help in semen production.
No, I mean like you don't get plenty sexual activity, so that can make it can be.
So yes. So as a result of an STI, so you can get the ascending type infection them, we can even cause them. So as I say, you get so many risk factors. So whether or not the gonorrhea, the chlamydias them. So all the one in an infection that we get through sex, insect can cause them. So it can cause then get what they call prostatitis. So the prostate the big, the swell, it become infected.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, but as I say, age now a risk factor. And even so, because so many diseases them, so based on age, based on sex, based on race, so it predisposes you to some of these conditions.
All right, thank you very much. Continue for the week. We'll get lawyer Charlie Williams, part of the conversation this morning. Good morning and welcome to the Epic. So,
I think so I'll be first time this on the show.
Yeah, I'll show you not will be pretty tough aside on the then wish you happy Men's Day. Yesterday you get plenty message on your phone. Somebody recognize you work with another man.
Yes, you know, interestingly, my daughter now first tell me about happy International Men's Day.
And even you know people recognize you don't even know
in fact, because all this while we to know now International Women's Day.
Yeah.
And even we country we even it's a holiday. Yeah, in Salone, you know. So like I was okay. And then I look my phone later, I see messages, you know. So yeah.
For me, sadly, I just get one message. I mean, the whole of me, just one single message. And in fact, the person wish me happy Men's Day. I not even like the person will talk probably once in a month. I mean, I wish me happy Men's Day, but it's all good. But let's talk about guys. I mean, going through records last year. As I say, 56% of the one that we die, man. I mean, a whole lot of things they happen around with gender. So from the legal part, I mean, let's talk about the law. What in the law say about man, how to protect guys?
Well, if you notice, I mean, this issue of man and woman, something where right from the beginning, the origins, I mean, you even go to religion, you know, we get this issue of man is strong, man in a person way when it comes to emotion, physical, you know, man strong, man at the head, man at the leader. And if those things are all true, you find out, say, the pressure on the man is so immense that if you begin to take stock of within that impact they be, honestly, you go want to know why man then they die more, why man then bokuna prison, you know, why man they involved in drugs, and all of these other things. The discussion really big because honestly the world says if they favor the other gender more than man. Well, then go tell you because man strong, but honestly man self can break down emotionally, and sometimes everything in sad that even when man get reason for be emotional, you know, for feel like mortal man, people can say, boy, you not man, boy, you not man. Yeah, you not man not the cry.
Yeah.
But honestly, man they go through a lot.
I don't really remember the country where it's a concern that the old man and they kill themselves don't become alarming. I mean, to them, and then they look at say this is something where they need for fix, because for every morning within a week, I mean, 2-3 men must die. I mean, by killing himself, that go frustrated. Probably some can be human business, some can be, I mean, life challenges and all. And the legal part of all this, I mean, when it comes to women they married, myself getting me reservation about women keeping the wedding certificate. When it comes to will, I mean, it's another challenge again. All this not even favor man. So we'll go deep into the conversation. I mean, what in the law say, I mean, about will. Let's start with that conversation and we'll understand more.
Okay, so most times, in most cases, because man them can be the breadwinners of them family, they can look up to man them. It's not so for every other case, but majority of cases, now man them can play that lead role there. So the man gets the pressure for decide. For example, if you don't accumulate property, waiting for do. We get situations them way man them can even get 2 F or 3. And then then they all get picking them. And sometimes the property where this man do acquire not enough for shape 111 to only one in there. So sometimes this man is in this situation thinking, waiting for do. And some man then can make a decision before they die and make a will and say, well, I left this property for, you know, maybe kin them or, but even after the man die, sometimes because of almost property left and the kind family we left behind, it can be difficult. So it would only see over time now that them pikia or family where this man left can end up maybe sell the property, then can go court and all. So if somebody will die, can get feeling or for regret anything, something and they man and they suffer.
Imagine like you want to suffer for your money.
Yes.
So at the point of death, you share the property amongst plenty of people. Like you want to hustle.
Yes.
I mean, they work every day.
Yes.
I mean, from 7 to that of 6 p.m.
Yes.
You want to they go.
Yes.
And at the end of the day,
Yes.
you share your property amongst people there.
Yes.
Where after a death safe, I mean, there's a lot of cases where we go on for calling him
No.
with people in the fets
Then
about,
the
I mean, individual property.
Yes, fets. And sometimes even in memory, because I don't see some people where they make will, where they say this property is not for sell 'em.
Okay.
Make it left like legacy for the family. But we don't see situations where they can't chaos and
So we're not able to protect them particular, I mean, wish of them people, and they like the law not get any way for protective. This person say this is what I want as you as a legal person. I mean, any ministry for them will protect that.
well, you see, even the law can allow the people then decide for do something otherwise, because somebody has to raise it to say, oh, now this so. But if all would have for raise and say, no, well, we're not going to raise this. Let's say, for example, there is a will we say this property not for sale at all. But then the picking away then left later because of the kind of situation. And then two mama, they begin themselves, I mean. So they say, no, this property, we not agree this. If that is what they want, then nobody else not go come out corner say, no, but you can't do this. So, but if you get somebody, we go say, well, no, now this they will say, and now this for happen, then the law can protect that. So it just start like if, like we would say, somebody do something, but you not lay complaint, you not raise them, then unless somebody don't thief you, you notice they thief your phone and it's still all an iron the user, it would have it until you take action, maybe make report na police and then maybe then charge and go court. But if you don't say anything, it go all your phone they work out with them. So that is how the law operates sometimes. You see, if nobody not way for raise the challenge and say no, not to this for happen, then something else would happen. So the other aspect of this issue of man and property, like you say, man don't labor. Well, it can happen both ways, but we don't see majority of the cases say this man don't labor, he don't struggle and all, and then he married, and then this married this woman, problem come. See the woman the challenge say in fact safe and property and me self contribute. If I me buy am, na me this, na me that. So this man we help this woman. You know, later this woman now the challenge say in fact them property and we get and I'm own and all. So you go end up see say at the end of the day, the man is stripped off of which he don't labor for, which he don't struggle for all in life.
So in that situation, in the let's say like the woman rightly, I mean like waiting the woman expects for the guy will like with in percentage or we did expect because of probably the all two don't they from zero and the woman not feel satisfied with waiting then at the will. Waiting can happen later or after.
Well, normally the courts can respect the wish or wishes of the testator, the way we make the will. However, wills can be challenged. Wills can be challenged for various reasons. But the truth is,
let's say, better example, if the man, the woman help the man for bill one house, and the house like this woman expect this man then in sick bed if he die. I mean that's the sad part of it because everything around men are the property. You married on a property, so that's the sad reality. So let's say this house here, that woman they play important role for build the house day. Then in the money will probably will the house day safe to the woman day. And the woman wants for challenge the house day. How this can happen?
Yeah, so I mean say court na evidence. So you get for proof say himself contribute for maybe buy the land or build the house. I mean we get different ways for bring evidence for sure say yes, okay, myself contribute. Like the one that we build, the contractors. The receipts, the stores they wanna buy, pictures thinking they and all those things. So for lady you might will prove say, oh yes, myself contribute, and because now we two been get this property and we been getting interest in this property, not to being for let in one decide, on waiting for happen with the property. So as I say, wills can be challenged, but you need for sure proof.
Okay.
You know, but basically what they say now that there are times where man then can don't labor, and then you see some situation, ugly situation where maybe the might go sour.
Yeah.
And then, you know, so at the end of the day, I would also see situations where the property then they even sell them and share the proceeds.
So rest a bit, we can talk about divorce, which of course another legal with man again. But Dr. Clark, however, we don't talk about prostate cancer and which other one again, and we could get a clear explanation about how this they affect man as well.
So like another disease other than prostate cancer.
Yeah.
So so I will just put some cardiovascular disease then. So like stroke.
Stroke.
Way very, very common. You know, hypertension, like cardiovascular disease, you get so many and you get so many causes. So I can put in hypertension. So as I say, each and every disease you get the risk factors then. So age is always one. Man them also sex, and man them more likely for be hypertensive than even woman then. And then if you get a family history of hypertension, and it's common that so many man then they into drinking, alcohol, even smoking, and then they can cause cardiovascular disease, them lung cancer, and I will go down the line. So it's like they find it as a way out. You know, family is going bad. I get stress with the affects me at my work. I can go and smoke or drink, and then that's fine. But with time, it keeps building up, and even with the alcohol, then can even get liver pathologism. So secret where they affect the liver. So now I make for the most part they're not and then secret like hypertension, you know, a silent killer. I remember back in the days where it would be small, you know, looking at of them story then say the whole witch gun thing. Say like they just promote her no more. Now I can't that glad the way they glad for don't die, they don't shoot them. But honestly, this can don't they build up. So you then get something we then call myocardial infarction. So when as a result of it can be so fat. So alcohol, most of them beverages then get fat. So now make and they come on when they say you really drink beer, you belly big. Yes. Okay. So the reason why you see like a protruded stomach.
So that means basically any more in belly big, that means
no, I know they say that in a one. Because there are so many things and so fat, physics, fluid, and fluid. So all that they can cause me the belly putty, but then they as I say can be one. So most of them beverages there then get high fat content, and obviously with time because you live on a one very beautiful organ where they help for detox you literally. So if you go put stress on, I imagine you not I don't go say occasional drinker in fact, but you're not person way now your lifestyle and they. With time, you cause liver, you get liver conditions along the way. And as a man not come out from hypertension. Because as I say, hypertension a secret killer. You go down there, get basically, and then you go about, and then before you know it, you just say person get attacked, the rush and go hospital, you know, make them. So it can only build up over time. And for the most cases, most patients that we can present, because ideally, your blood pressure, suppose for the upper one when at the systolic, 180, 120, and then diastolic 80. So, but who can present now 200? Don't they chronic hypertension?
And this mainly can affect man them.
Yes, it can affect man and stress. Stress is also another thing. Because there are so many issues we man as Barista say man in society don't say well make and say then strong cable handle things
and biblical as well. Bible and Quran don't say
well yes
we are the head, so probably that biblical mandate self don't add more pressure to it
for sure. Even you look at man in makeup and woman, man more physically built and in terms of physique, you know, say this not the more stronger being than the woman. But as I say, so many men they suffer, and even they make things worse.
Man and woman already endure stress because look at the death rates. Man, they die plenty. See, say woman itself get some amount of inner strength in them.
Well, woman, the good thing about them, wait, Timon and they talk.
Yeah.
They talk. In fact, Danny and their own therapy. But man, just go decide for be left alone. You know, they deal with your issue on their own. And as I say, for the most part, will go into drinking or even smoking. And way along the line, then they go, because then they build up the hearts, the kidneys, them, the liver. It get tendency for affect it all. So most of the tenant now way that they know, sometimes you even don't develop lung cancer as a result of smoking. Sometimes your liver can give way, and even the most common one, we then say you get heart attack. So now I'll talk this on like the myocardial infarction. So most men then can go now. And as I say, hypertension, most people then presenting, and also we race predisposes us to hypertension. So imagine you a man, you get stress, and for the most part, like even we, you can see some man they go hospital, they not go hospital, but can they around say, like I get erectile dysfunction, 10 come for perform and they perform. So what thing most people then can do, and I make even one of the key thing I think Salone in general, because we drug control not that we get all these people selling drugs around, so most of them can go in for take them sildenafil, the Viagra's them, for erectile dysfunction. And one of the major cause of erectile dysfunction is stress. You can't have stress and expect you to perform well.
That would be sexually active.
Yes, you can't. So in layman terms, like you need to be stress free. Because another time you go able to see you man, because sometimes the way stress this self you don't even remember that day. So most man them can go in for, and honestly, erectile dysfunction now one thing we like even the Viagra's and sildenafil, the content and it. So most of them can go in for them drugs there, where they cause even more harm than good, because you get people then we not get the because not an actual condition. They imagine you go take Viagra. I remember there was one time at the hospital where he was about 30 something. He get it begets priapism. So basically that day you take so now they say so you take like the Viagra there, he overdose himself, take her for perform well, and then the thing not Greek and again. Because now blood na full that in there. Okay. So your heart need so
that means then tablets or probably liquid way some guys and they take for make them be more sexually active. Are we talking about them?
Yes. They do more harm that, because for me you be sexually active for the most part. Like now blood na full that in there for make it big.
Okay.
So basically what in the drugs that they do now for like when you get pipe no more, it's for opening, push more blood. So basically you decide where blood for going in your brain. I make most of them can come with severe headache.
Okay.
The blood for going in your brain and other side there, they push them all
to one side.
Yeah, to one side.
Okay.
So as I say, most people them can come down with that. Some parts you can get for like actually or manually.
So at some point the erection can be static. You need to shake again. Waiting can happen after which.
The way how God make that in there. Not so for last till, but like as I said, then drugs are the aid, and really them Viagra them and now literally like people that way hypertensive, nine them they make them for like, and most times old people them, because as I say the logic now that you open the blood vessels them, so in hypertension now like you get restricted blood flow, so it's that they do now for open, but it's like. It can become popular because imagine a hypertensive, then put me on sildenafil when I the Viagra, say could they take them, because waiting at the mechanism like as I say they open the blood vessel, so it's like they get another gain. Then people then begin to say this is they make how they perform well, and then literally begin abuse them. So what you do from the restricted blood flow, now you get more vasodilated vessels, and the vessels that don't become big. Right, they push blood to your penis, and then the brain not they get enough blood. So most as I say, they can come in severe headache. So yes, you dey move away from one, and they go into another one, like from the frying pot to the fire, for the most part.
All right. I mean, Mr. Williams, let's talk about divorce. I mean, what can the law say about divorce? Because a lot of men then can feel like they not get I know the right word for use, but they don't get a legal backing. I mean, when it comes to divorce.
Okay, so we get laws that are Leone, where they govern this issue of married and divorce. Because if you're not married, then you not go talk about divorce. So we get laws them, whether you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, or you want for do civil marriage, or what we call customary marriage. So for now we get like those 4 types primarily: the Christian, Muslim, the civil, and the customary marriage. In fact, even the customary marriage now we register them. So all the marriage then get certificate. You will be done married today, customary marriage, the same way law no been they say forget certificate, can now go and get certificate. Okay, so since that divorce we talk about, divorce basically in a way the law they come inside for puel that married we been done make. And now you they go court.
Is it a win-win situation for both parties?
Well, for some people, I think say divorce can be win-win. But for some people, some situations they don't see. Now one person can one time, the other person really not in one time.
So let's say me want for good divorce.
Yeah.
I mean, waiting the law say.
Well, the law give 3 reasons. Any one of them or all 3 of them or any 2 can make a ground for let the court say okay, we agree, una go apart. Now 3, so as I say, we get adultery, we get cruelty and desertion. So adultery in a way you don't marry but you mix by other business when you wife no more forget with other person, whether the person married or not, no matter. And then cruelty in a way you behave, in a way we go affect the person physically or psychologically, emotionally. Like for example, you deny your husband or your wife sex.
Okay.
I mean, because one major thing in marriage, na consortium, it therefore be sex.
Conjugal rights.
Yeah, fine. And guess what? There is something about marriage. The day where you married and days leading after marriage, if you fail for get sex, that can be grounds for dissolve the marriage. Yeah, if you fail for
like you married today,
yes,
then 3-4 days
and
after,
then you fail for get sex because you're not consummator.
Okay.
So that can be a grounds. Okay. So then 3 grounds are desertion. Now we one person left in company, but we get constructive desertion. Una all can dey na the same roof, but you don't desert because una no get business together. In fact, na different rooms una dey. Some man they upstairs, the other one they in a basement. So that is desertion. So, but now we get news say the Law Reform Commission they work on law. We say forget reason safe. You just go say me I want divorce. So then 3 reasons I want to talk about. Then they pull them.
So okay. So now let's start off with the one we get to do with adultery. Let's say a man, I mean, catch in wife and filing for divorce.
Okay.
I mean, because there is this issue of compensating or compensation.
Okay.
I mean, so don't go around because a lot of people can feel like if me go catch me man I want for divorce, then the law say I have to compensate, share 50% of the property or this. Let's talk about that.
Well, the aspect of the property law start today. Not to because now you then catch or now the other person then catch then they ask for share property or the property now 2 things, well 3 things divorce when the court grant they look at 3 things. One, the court want know if the 2 people then get picking them. The second thing the court want know if they get property. The third thing the court want for know now that during the course of the marriage, who that not been the person we been get the upper hand, we able to provide for the other person. Whose kind of lifestyle you don't expose and
So in this situation, all of it is straightforward.
Yes.
Man going for good divorce in your man.
Yes.
I mean waiting because as I say earlier, I repeatedly they say this, man feel the law need to favor them
I understand.
in that particular
I
side.
understand.
So which exactly the law say man go for good divorce.
So the
in man
first
in
thing,
terms of,
the first thing we
adultery
start
and
with the picking them.
Okay.
If the picking them small, the court normally can favor let the woman take custody of them.
Okay.
And sometimes the man them can suffer because the woman then can restrict for let them get custody. We don't see a lot of that kind of situation there. Whether a natural or waiting, but the woman then can always want the picking them. You know, for day with them, so that the man can access them. He go visit or then go visit and bona the mommy, the picking them for tap with. So man then they can play in his mind so much that okay. The second thing na property, like we talked previously, woman go dey claim say now who married to get this property, me say contribute, so that it's a whole fight around that one. And then the last one are this issue of compensation, or what you call alimony, So the court can look at the circumstance. This na case by case basis. Mean say na one thing will happen throughout for all cases. There are times when the woman and they pay compensation.
The woman pay the man?
To the man, yes.
Okay.
Yes, there are
it happen at this country?
I think in few situations. In fact, sometimes it go pay cost, during the for at the end of the proceedings.
So that means like if not the woman take the man to court,
yes,
the woman can compensate the man. Is that the situation?
No, not that. Sometimes the man go pay cost, and then the court go also say make he continue for take care of him picking them, and make sure say pay for them housing and take care of the medical and all. But as I say, this is case by case. Assuming the woman self get a good job, they earn money, the court go look at that too, so that the burden.
So mostly now the one we get a good job or the one we get a higher.
We get earning, we
earning,
get
okay,
source of income. But if now a situation like what they say, most cases the man them can get job, now then can wait. So now then go get be under pressure.
So is this a percentage of share we allocate? Say okay, we go for divorce. 70% of which you get for go to the woman, or probably your financial strength. 70% will go to woman.
Some case they don't see the woman, they make specific demand.
Okay.
Yes. Some woman they make specific demand. They tell the court say now this I want. And the court self go look if the man they up to that.
That's okay.
And then we don't see situations where divorce case then can frustrate man them. Serious one. Yeah. See, it can tell like say the man they lost almost all things.
Everything.
Yeah. It's not easy.
So sad for us.
And guess the other funny thing, like this issue of picking them. So man can now look say, because now me picking they do for, but not through mama get for pass this money. And whatever happens, money no pass that you not go feed picking, then
you shall not get sold.
So some man not like that. Because you know one let the woman benefit anything. So like the also way the parent for. Now they the woman tap, but that for him picking them, but the woman get for tap with them. So it's like the parent for the woman. And sometimes because the divorce been so contentious, they're not doing good terms and all. So all less stress than they.
So in as much as the woman not the reason for this divorce, they enjoy all them beautiful facilities in there.
Well, some of them facilities I go enjoy them because basically if it comes to the issue of who for take care of the pikin, as I say, the court can always look at that one day and see, say this daddy is so they work, they travel, the court's not going to give you picking them for take care of. But if the mama steady, he get a place society picking and go feel. In fact, I would also see situations itself where the picking itself can choose or make a kind of contribution as to who that they want to tap with. And Well, whether it's natural or not, I don't know. Sometimes we don't see say the pikin and most times one for tap with their mama them.
Okay.
You know.
All right, doctor. We round up soon. One for taking we one for take calls them, and waiting would be your advice because we all don't generally accept now. Say it's difficult for a man going to hospital for good treating safe. I mean, and we don't establish the reason there. Waiting could be your advice. And we don't talk about few diseases them way they affect man mainly, and we all don't agree. You don't talk about say man in the slow for hospital, and the wait way situation worst at the end point before they go hospital. Waiting are the advice.
Okay, me go advise that if you get issues, you see say say for instance, you know be the cough, you begin cough. Some certain things that we not normal. Go to hospital, tell them the problem because wait till in a hospital now for help people them. Make them a habit. At least if now we think a year, at least 2 do you test them and stay healthy. And for the most part, most man them can. I remember coming up with daddy can say man off or sleep quick. And honestly, like sleep.
They sleep quick now. One man for sleep bokusa.
Yes. And sleep now. One of the things that we now they help the body for healing self. So the more you sleep, you become even more refreshed and even more healthy. So my advice could be live a healthy life, and the hospital they open at any time. And Salone, because some man will say you know get money.
How we health facility then go be more friendly to men?
I think confidentiality will be one big one, because as I say, man and people them with one the ego and for the most part shame. So I think if confidentiality and I think we top notch in most of the health facilities, then I think it will be more friendly to man them and then go present and
men treating men self-care health because of man
yes.
You know go on for talk to woman whatever condition you go through you know go on for
and the good thing will get more for sure more man doctor than that woman doctor. So as I say, it's on your pick. If you know what make woman see you, it's fine. You can't be man go see. Una go talk in the way they affect man them.
So should we boost that confidence in men because
yes.
men actually slow for speak up?
Yes, we for boost them up and try for break away from that. Okay. You know, man, deal with them for yourself. You know, sometimes just telling somebody or firm person you party where you go talk to. Sometimes you go get motivating good advice for you rather than just sit back and deal with them for yourself. And I think we'll start to talk about the how suicide rates and even early deaths then. Yeah, because you then can say 2 heads are better than one. And for the most part, you go to health facilities the way they go even provide more better options. I think that's not the ideal thing for do.
All right, Williams, we're closing. One for pick calls then before we close. Actually, I mean all this would don't say man that is center of it, and men are not rightfully pleased with in the law say about them. I mean because one, the law of course don't look at man. We are the head, and man by Bible says don't say you are the head of the family and you're responsible for your wife. So that responsibility did it first. I mean, in as much as relationship now, I mean there is this one in this country, if you don't do it 2 months for 5 years, now your responsibility now. So all this they favor woman, but not favoring guys.
Okay, so let me give you a story. This man been getting family, getting wife and in Peking. And so term reach the pa and the mommy, they're not been to get a good relationship, but they're still there at the marriage. One time the pa do a deed of gift. That's another way for transfer property. So this pa do deed of gift to in Peking. And then later the Peking, I think, been get some influence from my mama and then ask the pa out of the house. So you wonder me house. I do deed of gift to me Peking, and now me wife and me Peking come together and they ask me out of the house. So you get for also as a man able to forget the best legal advice way, go help you and maybe help your family where even the like where you give property in a will, we get what to call tenancy in common and joint tenancy. Sometimes the way you want for give property, you get for no based on the circumstance.
Yeah.
Which one for be joint tenancy or tenancy in common? Remember, say if you get 5.
So which one are the joint tenancy?
Joint tenancy, okay. If you give 5 picking them property, the one way last left alive, now they take all thing.
At the joint tenancy.
Yes.
Okay.
But the danger with some of the arrangements and you can wait some people can say, Uda they alive na get property. So some man can kill person, so that anyone go left. When you do tenancy in common tenant, it means them picking themselves can benefit, where picking can benefit.
Yeah.
Because you dependents can benefit from your own interest in a property.
Right.
So all I'm just saying is that when you get a better advice, it can also help you as to how to protect your interest. So at the end of the day, this other thing I want to talk about, we go to call prenuptial agreement in marriage. Before we married, we don't agree. Say, well, you meet, I get 5 property, but this one, it will be with matrimonial home. So tomorrow, if we divorce or anything, this go be your own. But then 4 property I get so that why I'm my own, and they not mix by this marriage. Okay. So that is called prenuptial agreement. And also common now we side down there, but in other countries they practice that thing and because you just want for protect yourself. You get me? For avoid future problem.
Okay.
You remember this popular footballer where they say past property in my mind.
Yes, okay.
When I just for protect some of them things there. So man they need for talk a lot, like when my brother they say, doctor they say, forget proper medical advice or direction as to what to do. It's the same way with the law. Right. You need forget proper advice so that you protect yourself. You take away the stress because some things here like that power they talk about. So us when I get now in buy and bill. Now in picking ask her out because it don't get him. But if you be seek proper advice sometimes that no for be happy.
Thank you so very much. Look, time for me to listen to callers then logo line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Pamusa.
Naam, thank you. And doctor, the customer asks why make an problem can they per man then are they look and difficult for going to hospital go do test because of the kind of money where they can call that they make people then afraid for going to hospital. I remember one of my friends then about a month ago in foot broke, he came to me. I said, well, let go first, let go do X-ray. The car hala for me first to God. I really know say yes. Easy really. So then one. Then the 2, the free medical care. Then the number 3, and cigarettes and cola. Which one get poison than in company? So now that's no more, sir.
Thank you so very much, Pamusa. 079994993. Mystic Dwazak from our Facebook Live page is saying, I love this topic. Honestly, men are going through a lot. That is why many men are suffering from mental complications because their responsibilities are many compared to their earning. All right, so go online again and pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, but this is not the Lion.
The Lion, go ahead.
Pale Allah help we in this country.
Amen.
I don't know why make, just, like a UA should understand. I don't know if you get doctor way, like where you sick so, like where other countries and they know the like where sick, where I go, I call me doctor, he know me problem. I see it click. He don't know waiting for Guinea. We get in this country. So I'm waiting to see for talking at the radio, for talking in the paper. That they will work for them. In the practical, even for male malaria, Now yeah, I see corners, one way, two man, like when they catch in Jesus without pitching ball. The thing inside is inside corners now one great person more we are the specialist for pulling in the inside is. The woman come here, he go short slam, they say they don't get them. That's in the man who pass where they say the man travel, where pass the man can, they can pull up. Some of them here, for soccer, look, Ghana. By right, una get TV station. By right, una forget TV station where una go dey talk. Some of them here, they una dey like the people. But after they go and work at the bike medicine and inside Mutuka, work at the bike. Even Ghana, Nigeria, I think Nigeria, they work at people in the come over, they come open. They say they are doctors. You go na fake doctors then. Then get a camera and go and go fix. How did they kill people then?
Thank you.
Like where can get belly, don't want.
All right, we lost that caller. It's 079-994-993, and waiting at the challenge we man the face. At the legal side and that of
morning,
the health. Good morning.
Lamin Samuel Koyato.
Lamin Samuel, go ahead.
Yes, how you dey manage stress,
Okay.
especially financial stress? Say you na the man, you for cater for the home, you get that kind of money dey, that kind of stress dey na you dey. How you dey manage that kind of stress dey?
All right.
Then secondly, why is it that the doctors in Sierra Leone they not get a counseling center or a counseling method? If I get sick now, I go to hospital. All what they go do, take money in my hand, and then cure the sick. They know they give me advice way for able to prevent that kind of sick day. Now that's what they see. So why the doctor they know the advice way possible go to hospital? Thank you.
Thank you so very much. 079-994-993. Now the number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. And when you call, go straight to the point. And go ahead and get another caller. Hello, good morning.
Yes.
Come on here, you radio set here. We get negative feedback.
Yeah, very good morning, Epic Radio.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm so happy I follow this.
Yeah, but your name and inside the call phone, please. Your name, sorry.
Hello.
Your name.
Get me well. I name Hannah.
All right, Hannah, go ahead.
Yes, this topic this morning is really, really timely and topical. So I think that I can feel pain for una demand them.
Thank you.
Imagine a whole man say yesterday, I've been listening to Dr. Kabo before a legal practitioner Canal Studio. He say you only get few messages. You go find like where me legal practitioner did, me doctor did, including you safe. Una for take this conversation to another level. It's very important. We dey find out say una demand them. Una don't go through a lot. Una still go through a lot.
Yeah.
But nobody saying anything. The laws, most of them favor we the women. They actually, I'd imagine March 8th. In fact, this activism where they cancel this November 25, people don't begin put things in place. Unlike you men, nobody don't make noise about una yesterday. So it's a call for concern. Okay. Men are dying from push, other health. So some part we can be that she for he. Because we get boy picking them.
Yeah. So
this conversation, I'm so glad my brother and a lawyer at the same time a pastor, and we other doctor as well. So this conversation, it will find on a broaden and let their awareness go beyond this point. So thank you very much. I wish all the best coming next November 19th. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. We appreciate that so much. 079-994-993. The number for be part of the Epic Mundo. Go line and pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ivan.
Good morning, Commander Chibo.
Thank you very much. The brother, all them pray God whether they pray God for ethics and God go answer them. Reason they bring issue. We need the people, especially the ordinary people. I want to pay respect to the legal man which as a lawyer. Thank God I'm working for legal aid, but all which I like to. It don't affect a lot of men them. And make I tell you, Ivan, they for yesterday Watalo, the man they don't with him well. What he come what he not come out. Oh yes, the matter they on that in the city, so we know they go for. Then Mr. himself. The man is gone. So then I wouldn't talk about stress. When they talk about property, devolution of estate, may I tell you, Ivan, the war, when I say war, not to buy weapon, but property, but somebody when they work in legal labor, 75%, 95% of cases there, about property. how this man don't live or don't die. As he die no more. And as I talk to where this is what I know, to be specific, people they don't die their property or they don't misuse and sell it. Come on, man, die with pain. And come to me, brother. Ivan, Commander Jibona, I don't know than me. Come out and let me enemy. We get problem, let God make nobody. Me foot broke. What I see. And one fool a man say, as it's small notes then come open and then they see all in secret side. The person better guy. So, doctor, when I get for put things in place or not, some of them friends in there. I don't know if you assist them. Let's respect him, they support him before you see a unique. Small people go see unique, let's die.
All right, I'm afraid we lost that caller there. And Mystic Dwazak, men are more focused on mental well-being of their family than themselves. I mean, it is crystal clear that men hardly go for medical checkups, but always ready to put money when it involves their family. I think, well, that's another important point again. Family member to put it. Logo online again. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you call from, please.
Noah,
Kisi, go ahead.
Thank you. Your topic really nationalistic.
Thank you.
Why man and the get short life and health and legal issues? First of all, the economy. As long as the government will cushion the economy, and they will make laws and we will make life affordable, the man will get for the life. So within the parliament, let them be any law they want to make with the give economic burden to the community or to the society, now the man the other headache. So next to the medical, affordable. And except we get a national policy for medical in this country, we will make the big one in the left will go out for medical. Medical will always be an issue in this country for the poor man. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so very much. 079994993. We will take two more calls and try to follow up the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Logo line again and people second to last caller. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Your name and inside the call you from?
Hello, Mina Bakar from.
All right, Bakar, go ahead.
The topic this morning is very important, and I really appreciate your sister. They look sorry for we demanding.
Yeah.
The brother, like I tell you, this thing it happened to we all manding. Before you eat first, you remember first if you cannot eat it, you won't not eat it, and if you not afford anything before you go now house, your life not ever get blue. Your life not ever get peace. Even if you sick, you remember if you become sick, you forget about you. You remember now you became you. Then you go to police station, you go to hospital, you go to all the different parts. You're not suicide in the story for man. And you left there, you go, you then tell you say, then they talk about single mother. But who said they ever talk about single father? You see man in the struggle, man they suffer, you see man they choke, man they work the all of the day. All that money they will work now from home and picking them. The man they get work and die one. This all the cause where we demand of make long life. The life then be short. Then you come again, the woman itself, itself get your stress and they get for give. They get for the girl, they go, then small picking, they get for the girl, they go, the other people then. The way they think is different from what the human they think. All them thing and the all the rest like that man in one green shoulder. All them thing and the man they stress, man they work at crazy one, know. They see different things and they happen.
Thank you so very much. We'll take one last call and try to follow up the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. I mean, so much pressure. I mean, around with gender. Hello, go online again. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is the fella from Bafos.
Come again?
The fella from Bafos.
All right, from Bafos. Go ahead.
This year, in the need for pen, the people that they do them counseling there. Now hospital there or maybe they get other institutes or anything. Because if man they complain, when they talk say they talk too much.
Yeah.
They talk. Or if they talk, they say this now woman, now man Congo. Yes. So like you need able for talk, you need able for express yourself, pass you do with your man. And if you do with your man, but not to all my you will express yourself.
At times you do with your man, so the feed man don't provoke you.
Yeah, yes. So you don't see, so you get for keep and back.
Yeah.
That Nike affects people from inside. Not to what you see, they smile, but you don't know how they feel.
Yeah.
You don't see, and then they very bad for me.
Thank
You're not gonna solve the legal play. Woman they do something, they need say nothing. As you make like Asian, you know not how like Asian no more. Hey, they don't give back you. Just no more.
Thank you so very much, and we don't get calls. Concerns, pressure. We guys are going through. Doc, let's start from you. We'll wrap up now. Respond to the callers them and probably your final message for today.
So I will start with this where they ask if cola or cigarettes, which one bad? Well, cigarettes basically bad in terms of the pathologies the way they cause past cola. So and cigarette they affect literally all. So you get something called nicotine. It affects all organs in the body. And also cigarette they cause cancer, it cause heart disease, it cause reduced blood flow, and eventually death. Cola on the other hand, again natural caffeine. So it can cause palpitation, and even the one that we get ulcer, because some can get ulcer, if you know, and it can exacerbate or worsen the ulcer. And then also, if you're not hypertensive patient, go good, you dey take cola. And this is more rampant because Bokuma no can say hypertensive, especially old people them, and then go the charm cola. Basically, they put more caffeine and make situations even worse. And then also, it talk about if any free medical. Well, for Salone, especially with adults, free medical no dey. Medicine and money, because when you go to hospital, you tell the doctor waiting, do you get for mark test them for you, and I will just watch you no more. Then I guesswork and say go take this. An ideal practice is that you give you history, it writes for you labs. When you do your labs now, they treat based on their labs and so now money. Yeah, and
then somebody talk about counseling and all.
Yes, so there's a psychosocial unit at Connaught where they handle that and they in terms of, because sometimes they not to for me then give medicine and everything. Sometimes people just need for me then talk to them, and you're fine. So there's
what we think in a space on ourselves don't realize say men hardly go for checkup and waiting need for be done.
Yes, in terms of. Yes, men hardly go for checkup, and I think to say, well, it comes from how I say hospital policies and from the higher cadres. So if they put that in place, it makes it even easier for doctors. Yeah, because if one caller they talk about counseling. So apart from the psychosocial unit, sometimes they even we as the doctor them some certain thing and they get something we then call sedentary lifestyle. That means to say fixed lifestyle. So if you don't use, they go exercise. So you get motocar, from motocar to motocar, they eat healthy. So they're only for put you on medication. Change your lifestyle, work on your diet, you are fine. So even in office or seeing a patient, you can provide that support there to the patient.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much, Williams. Quick one.
Yes. Okay, so I'm glad where my sister contribute. I think say if the woman themselves help, then it will be fine. Let's take for example this issue of adultery. Remember say doc say some man want for perform better, so then can go for Viagra and those other things. We know again names the ecstasy, Coco Samba, all of them here. Sometimes and then from the woman them, then here they come out. You see woman go they complain say this me man, they perform. So because of that they gonna treat. So that alone, that psychology there on the man. So then this man self now say, okay, well, let's look for something to make her perform. Not knowing that they go kill himself. At the end of the day, they die, go left this woman. So, but women, like waiting doc say, the mind, the psychology, the stress, that one and they act on you for make you perform, make you able to do other things. So, I think say for me, this issue of what you can call man barre, the woman and get them bury them, side and go talk. But I think say man they also need for come together. Like in other places, you see man and get in club. Not for just go drink and marry. Outside and they discuss issues, advise themselves. And we can already talk about the brotherhood, but I think say that brotherhood thing that we need for reform and fine, so that it not just be a meeting for drink and smoke. But for talk and discuss issues we get for do, with them family, they host them and how them for manage. Like this issue where Doc talk about cheese now. Now this BNTM as he say, you go see people they do road walk, then go to waka or jog and all. But it been just die in our country. Nobody not interested. You go see somebody they pull belly, you go they wonder say, this you don't get money now. You don't know say something wrong, they go on.
Yeah.
You see, so we all of those things, because if at the end of the day, the papa when are the breadwinner is no longer there, in health don't deteriorate, now the family they affected so. And so I think say a good follow to get in discussion here, so that at least the legal side, the man is protected, the health side, the man is protected, and so many other aspects of the human life.
Thank you so very much for your time for being part of the Epic Morning Show.